Konnichiwa viewers, OldClassicGamer here with another unboxing. What can I say? Something else arrived today, so let's check out what it is. This is from Sal. Sal is a Japanese post, so what is here? It's a fine package, alright? So let's open it without further ado and check out what is inside, alright? Let's do this. Alright, so let's see what kind of package is inside. So, whoa, more protection. Now, this is how every package should be like. Not protected with millions of duct tape and stuff like that, so you have a hard time opening, but still really good protected because, you know, you never know what can happen in transport. So, time for more cutting, I guess. Alright, so now that we got this out of the way, let's see what's there. Oh, more of a cutting. Great. The moment we have been all waiting for. What is this game? Oh ho! It's Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy Japanese version. Now, look at how much this game this is what I call like a brand new. Now you can see this is already open, so it has been used, but oh my God! If you could feel this, how it feels in the hand, you would see that this has been barely used. This is better than anything I've seen. No scratches. You see this, people? This is how you keep your games. This is how all people should keep their games when they're selling them. You're probably wondering how much I exactly paid for this Japanese Jak and Daxter game. Well, wanna know how much was it? It was less than $1. I'm not joking. Nobody wanted to bid on this thing. Like maybe two other people tried, but I was better than them. And we have a manual like Jak and Daxter. You see? Oh my God! Look at the manual. It's gonna open it. Very nice illustrated. Now, I don't know how is the original PlayStation 2 American manual looking, because I never had a PS2 version of this game. I have the whole trilogy on PlayStation 3. Let me just show you this right here, Jak and Daxter trilogy. You can see I have it, but I never had the original one for the PlayStation 2, so I can't compare the manuals for that. But honestly, this is really great. I can't wait to test this on my PlayStation 2 right there. I tried this. I had the ISO of this game and tried it on the emulator, but it just doesn't want to work that great. They have damaged eyes. It's too slow. Nah, it's not good for playing on emulator. So if you want to play this game, play it on the real PS2 console. Now, let me just tell you something, guys, really interesting about Jak and Daxter in general. Unlike Crash Bandicoot, the other Naughty Dog franchise, Crash Bandicoot was a huge success in Japan. Like, Japanese people loved Crash Bandicoot. Ask any Japanese person right now, do they remember Crash Bandicoot? They're gonna say it's one of the best games for the PlayStation 1. That's one of the rare games, the American origin games, that Japanese people accepted. Many games that come to Japan and they're from the America or Europe, they fail in sales because Japanese people are afraid to try something different, I guess. And that was the case with Jak and Daxter. I don't know why and how. Was it a marketing campaign? What failed? But Jak and Daxter failed in Japan overall. Jak and Daxter 1 was released in Japan, and so was Jak and Daxter 2, but the sales were not that great at all. Jak 3 was never released in Japan. There is a Korean version of the game, but Korean version is really hard to get. Which is interesting because the Korean version of the game has a Japanese voice acting. You can choose between multi-text and multi-voice acting. You can put like customization Korean text, English text, and English or Japanese voices, which is really weird considering that makes me think that they maybe tried to they maybe tried to get the rights to publish it in Japan as well, but the sales weren't good enough of the first two games, so they didn't want to risk it. That's my theory, because the Japanese dub exists. Heck, Jak X Combat Racing has a Japanese dub as well. You just need to find the right copy, because the later editions have it included, but the earlier ones don't. So it's really hard to come by one, because when you're purchasing the game, there is no way you can know that. You mean ask the seller? Like, seller knows, especially if it's a brand new in store. Then there is zero chance you get the right copy. On eBay, you need to send a private message to everyone and ask, and many people are not even gonna bother checking. So that's pretty much it. Jak 3, the hardest one to get with Japanese dub. US and European version don't have it, so that's it. What I have to say is that this front cover looks much better in this version than in the American, because it's much more colorful in the background. Just take a look at all the details right here. I mean, honestly guys, maybe Jak has a little weird face, but I guess they tried to make it as Japanese as possible and try to make it a good sales, but they sadly didn't. Now, Ratchet & Clank, that's a completely different story. For Insomniac, it went other way around. The PlayStation 1 series they made Spyro failed in Japan, but Ratchet & Clank, oh boy, that's really popular in Japan. All the games ever for Ratchet & Clank were released in Japan as well. I don't like the voice of Ratchet on Japanese, but we're not talking about the voice acting, I'm just talking about regions where the games were released. Now, yeah, you can see the manual looks really nice. You can see they tried to make it like a Japanese manga a bit, which is cool. Also, Daxter's zoomed in face. You can see. Wait, what is this? Okay, this is the extra paper. Another artwork, which I never seen on internet before. This picture right here, never saw it before in my life. So yeah, there is even a manga of Jak and Daxter, but it's really hard to come by. I never saw a single copy ever on internet, never. I saw Crash Bandicoot manga all the time on the eBay, but Jak and Daxter, no. It seems that Naughty Dog tried to do the same thing they did with Crash, but it just didn't work for Jak and Daxter. What happened? I don't know. Uncharted, now that's a completely different case. That was popular in Japan. They have all the games released. They have even a Japanese dub, which is really unfitting, by the way, for the characters, but you can still select English language, which is, in my opinion, the way how the Uncharted should be played. Jak and Daxter includes a cartoon characters, so there is like, you can't say it's not their language or anything. You can play it on any language and it makes the same amount of sense, because they're not the people like the Uncharted. You can clearly see the people are white, they're not Asian, so of course you're not gonna expect them to talk in Japanese. Alright, let me try to take this. Actually, I'm not gonna, because I might just make it worse. Never mind. That's pretty much it. The game is probably gonna work. Right now, I don't feel like testing. You can find this game on Japanese on YouTube. This is not really something I want to test right now. Everything is in mess, and I'm just not in the mood for testing. If you ever want to see, well, then again, I'm gonna do a Let's Play of Jak and Daxter once in a lifetime, of course. So expect this very version to be played, and yeah. I'm glad I got this. This is the same seller who sells Japanese Rayman games sometimes. He sells Rayman 1. He puts it on eBay sometimes, but it usually goes way too much for the Sega Saturn or the PlayStation 1 game, depending which version is he selling. I guess I just have to be lucky and wait for the right one when not enough people bid. It's obvious that people were not interested in this game. because I got it for less than $1. So I say this is a pretty good deal. This is the best eBay purchase I ever had in this game. Let's see if it's possible for me to go even lower than that. I'm really wondering if I could like get something for 1 cent. Now that would be hilarious. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this unboxing and a little bit of stuff I told you about the Japanese Jak and Daxter and the other games I mentioned. Sayonara.